Welcome to the Station Bakery. Cake tasting slices are great for Christmas and the holidays. Here's how I make mine. I have baked up a vanilla cake in a 6 by 3 inch square cake pan. I chose a deep square pan for ease of cutting and stacking. After baking, I wrapped my cake in plastic wrap and placed it in the freezer to let it chill. I highly recommend working with chilled cake as it makes it much easier to work with. I used the same plastic wrap for my cake and straightened it back out and placed it inside of my cake pan. This is going to be used to re-wrap my cake after I stack and fill it, and having it inside the pan is going to make that process much easier. Using a large knife, I slice off the top of my cake. This isn't totally necessary, but if you have a domed top, I would recommend doing this. It's also good to be able to taste your cake to make sure it meets your quality standards. Using the same knife, I then slice my cake into 3 sections. This is why I choose to use 3-inch high pans, because cutting the cake into 3 1-inch sections is much easier. You can also slice into 2 halves for thicker cake layers. Now that my cake layers are sliced, I am going to start stacking and filling it into the cake pan, starting with that top layer. I chose an open layer to go on the bottom so it prevents it from drying out. I am using a vanilla bean buttercream for this layer's filling. I find it easier to use a piping bag to pipe the buttercream into the pan. Then I smooth it out with a small offset spatula, then add the next vanilla cake layer. You can get my vanilla buttercream recipe by searching through my videos here on YouTube. I'll also have it linked in the description below, or also checking out the written version on my blog at thestationbakery.com. On top of that cake layer, I add a thin layer of the same vanilla bean buttercream, then top with crushed Biscoff cookies. Then I pour a heaping portion of cookie butter on top. I love this combination for my cookie butter cake, and it's going to look great when we slice it as well. Lastly, I top off the cake with this layer, which is also the bottom part of the cake. I use this layer on top to help seal in and prevent the moisture from escaping. I fold over the plastic wrap and make sure the cake is sealed well, and then place it in the freezer to chill and set up for a couple of hours. This is an important step if you want clean cake slices without tearing up your cake. Once the cake is chilled, I flip it out of the cake pan. Having the plastic wrap makes it really easy to do this part. I unwrap the cake and get it prepped for making cake slices. I use my large knife to mark out my sections to help me cut even portions for the cake tasting. You can use a ruler to help you get it perfectly even, but I chose to just eye it. I think I did pretty well. I am able to get 10 3-inch by approximately 1 1/4 inch slices from this cake. If you cut at exactly 1 inch, you'll be able to get 12 3 by 1 inch slices. Another tip to having clean slices is to clean off your knife after every slice of cake. I cut my first slice, and this is what it looks like. I am using plastic wrap to wrap my tasting slices. Place the best looking side face down on the plastic wrap. This ensures when I wrap the slice, the best side will be seen. I pull the wrap taut to make a smooth front surface and fold up all the edges onto the back of the slice. And that is a beautiful cake tasting slice ready for a cake tasting box. But I'm doing mine a bit differently, so keep watching. I continued cutting slices and wrapping them until all 10 cake tasting slices were done. It's a pretty quick and easy process and quite therapeutic if I say so myself. Now on to how I am packaging my cake tasting slices for Christmas and the holidays. I used Canva to create these cards and printed them out with my printer. I am using this cutter to cut each one out evenly. If you are interested in these cards for yourself, you can find them on my Etsy shop linked below. I have many different styles and designs with the option of Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Now I'm ready to package my cake slice. I take my plastic wrap cake slice and I'm going to place it inside this self-sealing cookie bag. The bag is 5 inch by 7 inch and you can find them linked in the description below. I seal the bags, leaving about 2 inches of space. I take my card and staple it onto the plastic bag. If you prefer a less plastic option, you can do the same with craft paper bags. I think these are such a cute way to make cake tasting slices for cake tasting boxes, especially for the holidays. They make great gifts for teachers, great stocking stuffers, and are perfect for markets. And even for weddings, they will make great individually wrapped favors. I always get asked how much would I charge for my cakes and treats. I would charge about $6 per slice. But tell me how much you would charge and then check out this video next. Until next time guys, peace!